interesting scenario here. Assuming we have employees who are on maternity leave and there's a risk of their positions being declared redundant, how would an employer handle that position or that particular context?
Wow. So let me first of all say that the maternity is protected. So if someone is already on maternity leave, at what point are you even going to do consultation with them? Because consultation is a legal requirement. They have to be consulted. They have to be in the office. So if you give that, if you serve them notice when they're on leave, you're actually denying them the right to even consult. That's just that basic. And in addition to that, it's also protected because Section 29 of the Employment Act is very clear that the employee must return back to their position of that they held before they went to maternity. So my advice is let them finish their maternity leave. They can come back. If the reasons are fair and justified again, now you can follow the process. But don't mix the two.
Now this is a business that cannot even take 3 months. In 3 months it will have collapsed.
That's
So,
an extreme. If it will have collapsed, that is not insolvency.
It is possible.
Yeah.
It is possible that, but you still have to undergo the insolvency, the redundancy process. Or I know that even these 3 months we're talking about, I am unable to pay her. This particular lady on maternity, right?
No, that's insolvency, Stella.
No, the company has not been declared insolvent.
Yeah, but
it has no funds. It is just not her position. There are several other positions. Assuming, or even let's just say we are automating the entire process of particulars. So she's just not the only one affected. So do we delay this entire process because of one person? Because we said, look, there's also the commercial needs of the business. Do we call her for that particular period and have it done remotely? And then we pay the extra leave days? Are there ways out of this situation? Or are you saying that when she comes back, she'll come back, well, she'll come back all right, but we will not even afford to pay her her 3rd month? We have not been declared insolvent, but for sure we cannot even afford the next 2 months of salary.
So I'm going to just change that question a bit and say we say redundancy can be because of very many reasons, not always because you have no funding.
Now let's talk about the one without funds.
Yeah, so it can be without funds. It can be because you have funds and you're just changing the way you have said, you're just changing the business from this model to this particular model. But always remember and underline this. A woman on maternity leave is actually protected. And if your leave says 6 months, if you are willing to pay her the 6 months in advance, and that's okay and she's agreeable, I guess it can be okay. But just know you can also have a notice. She's serving her maternity leave and you want to serve the notice to run concurrent with the maternity leave. We are denying her so many rights that are minimum is provided in.
So how do we practically handle it? If you're saying there's 6 months notice, and in 6 months there will be no business.
That is an extreme of where the business has no business.
So assuming that we're in a very extreme environment and the economy is tough. So if I cannot pay it for the next 6 months,
just know you might end up getting in more trouble. I'll still keep saying they are protected people, they are protected persons. If it is pregnancy, it's different. Because pregnancy, the person is in the office. And the way we are declaring her redundant is not the pregnancy. It is a fair process. The pregnancy and the redundancy are not related. That is different. She will still have to go through the process even with the pregnancy. And it is not discrimination because it is everyone. But if someone is already on maternity leave, and now you want to recall her to come, she will sue you for so many things, including the loss of her milk for the baby. So I would say be very, and again, we can't assume the business is small and it's winding unless if that is the case. So contextual, the context of what exactly are we dealing with. Let's say it's a big bank that is changing how they do their things, or a big organization that is changing how they do things. These particular 10 employees are out on maternity, just 10 of them, if they are affected, assuming, or maybe just one that is affected. You want to serve her the notice, you'll get in more trouble, Stella. It's a right. It's actually a right that is protected.
And that's what I'm
Don't mix the two.
I understand that. But the question is, for the business that, as you leave the businesses that can survive 6 months, for the business that is collapsing in the next 1 month, they were expecting maybe to be paid by government. And they have been borrowing from banks just to keep the business going, hoping they'll be paid. And it is now apparent.
I would call the person on the table. I would call them and explain the situation. I'm assuming that is the truth and the truth and the truth, and the business is not playing games. I would call on the table and explain. Most likely, if it is the truth, most people understand. But if they sense there is no truth and you're taking advantage of their situation, or even maybe now she's losing a whole month because you're saying you have not paid the labor this month, we have not paid the labor, it means therefore she has actually used her maternity leave on different things. So I would still have, if she agrees, I'll be offering more that is taking away the rights. To say that I'll still pay you from your maternity, I will say pay you for ABCD, we are available for consultation, and pray that doesn't go the wrong way. And I'm just saying the context again. But I'll throw it back to you. What would you do, Stella?
From where I sit, because as much as we are saying, let's focus on these other businesses, the reality is that there are businesses that cannot survive the next 3-4 months. And you have employees on maternity. I would actually do what you've just said. I would call them and tell them this is the position. We are willing to do consultation. So, but we can also do them remotely, because now we're in a digital space and world, and have them join remotely. For that 1 month where we are handling consultation, I would be willing to actually pay for the period that we have taken away from them. Because if...
Would you pay them extra? Remember,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Remember, everybody else is in the office.
Yes.
So the law says during this consultation month, they are not. They cannot even go for their own. You can't even send them away. They're supposed to be in the office for them to walk into you and ask you in the time that they want.
Yes. But you see, and law does not exist in a vacuum. So, assuming that this is a conversation that's happening for the whole organization, I cannot then exclude her because she's on maternity leave. I will include her. But at the point of paying terminal dues, I will understand that we took 1 month of her maternity leave and add it to that particular process. Because then if I actually proceed to actually close the organization and declare her redundant, yet I did not include her, then that's also
another issue.
I discriminated on her.
So again, context. So if the content is exactly what you're saying, but if that is not the context, if you're not closing shop, you are going to mess with her rights.
Oh, I understand.
If you're not closing shop, you're going to mess with her rights,
yes,
and you're going to face it.
Yes. But you cannot, on the other hand, discriminate on her and say it's because she's on maternity, she will come and find out later on that her entire department, for instance, was abolished. Or if we're abolishing her or doing away with a branch, she cannot come from maternity leave to be told, oh, by the way, we did away with this branch.
Communication.
Yes.
Communication. That's communication. But in terms of declaring her redundant, you cannot do it when now she's still on maternity.
I dare differ.
It's okay. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss
I dare differ because I'm not saying remember, it's not her that's being declared redundant. It is the position. Now, if the plan is actually to close the business in February and her maternity ends in June, are we going to say that we will not actually handle the redundancy process because we are waiting for her to come back?
If it's closing the business, we agree. I'm talking about if you're not closing shop.
Okay.
If you're not closing shop, please just know she's protected.
Okay, that I understand.
If you're closing shop,
so context
we sit and discuss the context.
Yes.
In this context, Jenny is away. She must be aware. She cannot hear it from the other employees.
And she cannot come back to know office.
And she cannot be hearing it as a rumor from other people.
Exactly.
So maturity will determine that you actually call her and tell her, we are going through this, but you know you're on maternity. Don't worry about it. We are willing to maybe to give you the 3 months if you can afford it.
Yes.
And then we discuss when ABCD comes.
Yes.
We are also willing to have an option B where you do not lose any of your rights. We pay this and this and this and this extra.
Absolutely.
And that is signed up. So the context will matter.
Absolutely.
But as long as you're not closing shop,
yes,
there is no point of you having to interfere with her maternity leave.
Yes.
And make her even lose milk.
Yes.
In the name of it can't wait. It can wait.
Context matters.
Yes, context matters, yes.